made the adjustment.
Look out, man.
And she surrendered that if I'm going to come out of this thing in my right mind, I'm going to have to get lined up and in tune with the will of God for my life. Now, is that saying that all my dreams, all my aspirations, everything, God is supposed to lay it out before me? No, it's saying walk in faith. Trust Him. Believe Him at His word. It takes faith to please God. We learned last week in Bible study in Hebrews, the people of God could not enter into their rest because of their lack of faith. The word was preached just like it was preached now. But they would not receive it. They would not accept it. So they could not enter into the rest of God. But if we learn how to surrender as saints of God, as people of God, then we don't have to worry about, God, how you going to do this? It's a faith walk. You just know He's going to do it. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but the counsel of the Lord, it will stand. We wonder why it hasn't worked out. Ask yourself if this is God's will or my will.
Good question. Good question.
I'm from job to job, from person to person, from relationship to relationship. I'm up one minute, I'm down the next minute. I'm on an emotional roller coaster. I don't trust nobody. If I can't see and put my hands on it, then I don't think it's going to work out. Is this God's will or is this my will? A lot of the stuff we go through is because of our will. God has a plan. And everybody has a path that they have to take. A design. And your design is not mine. And mine is not yours. But if all of us surrendering, we're going to get what we need to please God. But you have to make the adjustments. You have to be willing to come out of your seat when the voice of God calls. And I'm not saying seat in the physical, I'm saying out of yourself, out of your flesh, out of your carnal man, when the voice of God calls. And you have to be willing to say, okay, Lord, what are you saying? What are you saying about this? The Lord said, I know you've been hurt. I know you don't trust. I know those people did you wrong. But I want you to trust me this time. Me and Pastor, when we began to mature as saints, he asked me one day, he said, do you trust me? I said, oh. He said, you don't trust me? I said, I trust God. And anything you doing, Negro, don't line up. My daddy gonna show me. I ain't gonna look for it. Well, I'm not gonna look for it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm sleeping in peace. I ain't wondering about none of that. Because see, all that time belong to God. And you is not going to get in His place. So when we learn to trust God, what y'all say? When we learn to trust God and not each other, then we're not easily disappointed.
Amen.
When people fail you or when they don't live up to where you think they ought to be doing, you're not devastated anymore because you've taken that power out of their hand. I shared with a girl today. She was upset. And I kept saying, baby, why are you so upset? Well, I just don't like that. They need to quit saying it. I said, look at you. A nervous wreck. Who got any business having that much control over you? Oh my God. It ain't nothing wrong with that other person. It's something wrong with you. Because ain't nobody can wreck my day like that. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they act. You don't have that much control over me. And so when we learn that God is in control, it is God's will for our life. We'll come to God surrendering, and Lord, it's okay, pat me down. Search me. Some of them knives and stuff I got, they might hurt me. I might cut myself. That gun I got on me that's concealed, I might shoot my own self in the foot. Take it off of me. Do away with it. I'm willing to take your verdict. Yes, I was guilty. See, they give you less time when you tell them, I'm entering a guilty plea. You bargain with the court. Yes, I did that. I admit that was me. Yes, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, yes. That was me. And he said, well, since you're entering a guilty plea, we're going to give you this, but we're going to suspend this. But if you lie all the way to the court date, and then you tell them folks I'm not guilty, and then they got to go pull evidence and prove that you was guilty, and the jury 12 come and say you were guilty, you get all the time. And you looking like a fool. Because the evidence say you're guilty. Instead of confessing, then you go to jail and say, well, I want to interview with the news. Well, you know, I was not in my right mind when I did this. They said, shut up. Go on, do your time. You got life sentence. You're going to serve it out. Because you had time to tell the truth in the beginning. Now you done spent all the state's money. You can go to jail and stay a long time. God is saying to us, surrendering to His will is the only way we can get the plans for our life that will last. We can make plans, you know, when you get married, you plan to be married. You say the vows until death do us part, and you hope that you stay married forever. But sometimes those plans don't work out. So if you're not lined up with God's will, when they don't work out, you don't work out. You lose your mind. You end up in a mental institution. You can't function to do anything because all your plans was in that plan. But if your plans had been taking care of the things of God, the will of God, then you would not be so devastated. It'll hurt a minute, but you say, I got to get up. It's over. He don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. She don't want me. I don't want her. It's okay. I got to go. Watch the calendar. When you learn that it's God's will that keep you pushing, that it's God's will that lasts in the end, you'll start saying, I want that job, but Lord, I'm going to pray about it. And if you don't open the door, I ain't up all night trying to meet the right people. I ain't up saying, talk for me, call them. Because if it's God's will, it's going to work out in your favor. And sometimes God's will is for you not to take the promotion. That's right. Because He needs for you to master where you at right then. He needs for you to shine right there in that little department where people don't know anything about God, and you telling them every day, we can have, let's do a little, on our break, we'll go do a little Bible study. God said, I can't promote you yet. I can't do that yet. Because I need for you to do your work right here. And we learn not to get upset when things don't go our way. When our will don't work out, we learn not to get upset. Do we got any comments?